Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com, and I want to talk about the one hotkey that all day traders should be using. I realize that in most areas, and this is what I talk about the most, trading depends on your personal risk tolerance. Trading depends on your schedule. Where can you trade? When can you trade? And all of that. What do you need to trade with? Are you trading on a tablet, on a computer, on a phone? So there are lots of areas of trading that really are dependent on, okay, what exactly are you doing? How exactly are you trading? But this is an area that I would argue it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you are day trading, you need to be using this hotkey. It is very powerful and it is very simplistic and it's very efficient in guarding us against ourselves. What do I mean? And this will mean a little bit more to those of you that have traded for a while with experience. In fact, if you have traded with experience and you have experience, can you let me know down in the comment section, or not necessarily me, but let other beginner traders know? Because I can see a beginner trader, somebody that's just getting started in day trading, saying, no, Clay, that's not going to happen to me. I'm not a moron like you are. I'm not that stupid. I'm never going to let that happen. So for those of you that have traded for a while, has what I'm about to talk about here in just a moment ever happened to you? And that way, like I said, people that think that it won't happen to them, if they read through the comment section, hopefully they can have their eyes open like, oh, okay, yeah, it is possible. And the issue is this. The issue is distractions. The issue is life. The issue is just really anything, but at the core, it comes down to distractions, meaning you just forget, you get sidetracked, you get your attention pulled away, and then these distractions lead to you forgetting. Specifically, you forget about maybe some sort of order, some sort of position, something to do with your trading, you forget about, and then you put your phone down, you put the tablet down, you walk away from your computer, and then you come back and you can have a nasty, nasty surprise. You've entered into a position. You've put an order out there and you forgot to cancel it. You walk away, you set your phone down, you go into a meeting, your kids come in. I don't know, something happens. There is a distraction. And I'm not saying these are negative distractions. I'm just calling this as a distraction of life. Something happens in your life that causes you to forget about that open order. You get filled. You come back and you can be looking at a very, very bad situation, a very, very nasty situation. To be fair, it can also be a very beneficial situation, but that's totally gambling, right? And we, as day traders, assuming you want to make money over the long haul and survive as a day trader, we don't want gambling in our strategies, right? And forgetting to cancel an order, getting filled, and then being gone for any amount of time and then coming back, that's a very random strategy, right? That's not going to actually bring about the results that you want, because it can work, but it can also work against you in a very bad way. So that's why I say, for those of you that are like, no, it'll never happen to me, please leave their comment section below. It's happened to me, and it's one of those things where I get it. You're not irrational to think, no, that's not going to happen, but it could potentially happen. So if there is just one thing you can do to do this, one hotkey. And I'm not saying you have to use hotkeys for anything else. In fact, I don't use hotkeys for anything else. But this is the one hotkey that I do use because I've been there before where I get distracted, I walk away, I come back and, oh no, I forgot to cancel that. I got filled and, well, there goes all my day's gains. That's a loss that I was not planning on taking at all. And it can really be disheartening, especially from a mental fortitude perspective is what am I doing? Like, how did I forget to cancel it? And then you beat yourself up even more, which I mean, rightfully so. You shouldn't be forgetting to do that. But I mean, you're a human being. I'm a human being. It can happen. And if you're trading long enough, it will happen at some point in time where you just simply forget to cancel those orders. But there's a very quick way to do that. And as soon as you do this and make it a part of your routine, then it will make a huge difference. Now, what you see here on the screen is a platform, and I'm not saying you have to use this platform. I'm just using it because I think it's very user-friendly, especially for beginners, and they have a great hotkey selection and all that. So I'm not saying that this is who you have to use, but if you want to use them, I'll put a link down below. This is Webull, and full disclosure, that is an affiliate link, so if you click on it, I will get something. They're always running promotions though, so you'll probably get something too in terms of free stock or whatever the promotion is. So if you like what you see here, and if you want to use this broker and this platform, like I said, and you want free stock or whatever, then like I said, click that link down below. But anyways, I just want to walk you through what this hotkey is. And again, for those of you that maybe already use Webull or are thinking and looking for a platform, this will just show you how to get it set up here within the platform. But the first thing you need to do is come down to hotkeys here. And whatever broker you're using, they're going to have, or they should have some sort of hotkeys, set up in system within the platform itself. And the way it works here is, you can see that there's a good variety of all sorts of different ones. You can really get as detailed as you want. But in this situation, we are going to be carried all about, the trade, the trade management. I don't know what your broker may classify it under, but Webull just says in regards to the trade. And then over here, you have to set up an active trader settings. So you come over here, and then you have a great variety of all sorts of orders. And again, like I said, I don't know how all brokers are, but I can say that Webull is definitely, they give you a whole lot of flexibility if you're somebody that wants to use hotkeys. But the one that matters the most, and again, this is just nothing fancy, nothing complicated, right there. Cancel all. And which is, and it gives you a little definition. Cancel all working orders for current stock. So for me, the one I use, you come down here, is Control 0. And then done. So right there. And now I'm not saying that your hotkey has to be Control 0, but for me, that's what it is. And the routine, the habit, whatever you want to call it that I've developed is, if I know I'm walking away from my computer, just real quick, Control 0, boom. And that way I know that everything is canceled. That way I know that there's no open orders and I can walk away with peace of mind. And as soon as you get that routine in place, then that makes a big difference. And like I said, kind of an idiot prevention way. Now, most times you're going to remember, before I walk away, before I take this phone call, before whatever reason that's going to pull your attention away from the market, yeah, you're going to remember. But at some point you won't. But if you just remember, just in my case, like I said, Control 0, Control 0, Control 0. Whenever I'm going to be walking away, I just do that real quick. Takes a half a second. Well, then that's going to prevent, and that has prevented me from coming back to my computer with a very, very nasty surprise. So just keep that in mind. And it's, like I said, I started off the video. I'm going to end the video with this. I get it. In most situations, in fact, I'd probably say 99% of situations, you should be doing what fits your risk tolerance. You need to be doing what fits your personal comfort levels. But this is one of these trade management dynamics that you just need to do. You need to put this hotkey in place, and you need to just make it part of your routine where anytime you're walking away, do the hotkey and then be done with it. And that way, you know that everything is canceled and you're not going to come back with any sort of nasty surprises. So like I said, nothing fancy, nothing complicated here, but sometimes the very simple, the very anticlimactic hotkeys, I don't know, maybe you showed up to this video thinking it was going to be some, is this thing? No, very anticlimactic. But normally, those are the little management techniques, management protocols that you can put into your trading strategy and system that will make a very big difference. So hopefully this helps. Like I said, if you want to use Webull, the link down below. If you do enjoy videos like this, as simple as they may be, but like I said, simple can also be powerful, then hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and also make sure to check out the rest of the channel. There's lots of other good videos, or at least I think they're good, but there's a good variety of videos on the channel, and hopefully you like what you see, to hit that subscribe button. Yeah, get out there, put this hotkey into place, and start using it. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.